Let's talk about searchable modifier in SwiftUI 3.0. Searchable modifier in SwiftUI 3.0. So, what is searchable modifier in SwiftUI 13.1? This is in this searchable modifier iOS 15.0. So searchable modifiers marks this view as searchable. Which configure the display of search field. So first of all, we're gonna create on this SwiftUI view, and by searchable modifier by using MVM design pattern, by following MVM design pattern in Swift by using SwiftUI. So we're gonna create on this command N, and which have create on this Swift file. So this is a search view model. Okay, and we're gonna create on this another class. This is a search model, and we're gonna create the new file, and this is the search model by using MVM design pattern, and this is the model view and view model. So this is the search model, and we're gonna create on this, suppose whichever we're gonna create on this SwiftUI view, and this is the SwiftUI view, and this is the search view example. Whichever search view example we're gonna create on the search view. This is the MVM design pattern SwiftUI by using searchable modifier. So first of all, we're gonna create on this structure. What is in design, and by using design following on this pattern. SwiftUI searchable modifier let us place a search bar directly into a navigation view, which will either stay fixed for simple layouts or automatically scrolling in this list. So we're gonna create on this structure. This is a search model. We're gonna create on this search model structure, and this is the identifiable, and identifiable only as this identity, and we're gonna create on this identifiable, and var for first is id, which is type of string, and string dot uuid. String is equal to uuid string, uid dot uuid string. We're gonna create on this id identifier, and we're gonna create on the first is name. This is a pupil name. Name is pupil name, which have a pupil name, and which have not is pupil. This is a person name, and which is type of string, and we're gonna create on this another property is person image, which is type on this string. We're gonna create on these two properties, and we're gonna create on this test data hatch if debug. This is the debug mode. We're gonna create hatch if debug, and we're gonna create on the test data. This is the test data, and is equal to array of search model. This is the array of search model, and we're gonna create on this array of search model, which have on the two property. First is person name. Suppose which have on this person name is Risal Sadiq, and this is the person image. We're gonna apply on this image, check on this import as it is not apply on this. We're gonna this import on this images. Okay, and we're gonna just download, and we can check on this image. Suppose this is the check on this image, and this is the app icon, and this is the not apply the assets, and this not use of app icon. We can check on this all assets, not apply on this all assets, and we're gonna use on this assets. Suppose which have on this apply, this is the icon. Okay, and we're gonna apply on this. Suppose which have apple, and this is the apple. Not apply on this is the apple, and this is the guava and banana, and this is the fruit and grapes, and this this is a car, and this is a bus. We're gonna apply on this icon. Okay, change on this name. Suppose this is the apple, and this is the guava, and we're gonna check on this banana. Suppose we have any on this banana. Okay, and we're gonna check on this. Suppose this is a fruits, and we're gonna create on this. Suppose this is a grapes, and we're gonna say this is a car, and we're gonna apply on this. Suppose this is a bus. Okay, we're gonna import on this images, and we can check on this model. Suppose this is a Risale Sadi, did not apply on this. Suppose we're gonna apply on this is a person name search model. We're gonna apply notice person name. Suppose this is not apply on this person. Suppose this is a not apply on this person name, and which have apply on this condition. Suppose this is a content name, and this is a content image. It's a content image. Okay, and we're gonna apply the content name and content name, which have removed this initializers and calling on this. And this is a content name. Suppose this is a content name. First is apple. We're gonna apply on this apple, and we're gonna apply on this image which have a string. Suppose this is a apple. Okay, and we're gonna create on this and if. So h and if we're gonna apply on this condition h. We're gonna apply on this is a search model, which have check on this condition expected as or and if. We're gonna apply on this and if. Okay, this debug if debug mode, and we can apply on this condition. Suppose this is a h and if. And if. Okay, this is a completion blocks. Run on this project. This will not apply on this error. This is needs to not apply on this. This is a UI issue. Refresh on this UI issue, and we're gonna say same create on this multiple project. This is the we're gonna apply on this create on this multiple project. Suppose this is a multiple project, and this is a search model, and we're gonna say this is the apple, not apply. This is a car, which on this car, and apply on this image. Suppose we're gonna apply on this image. This is a car. Okay, and we're gonna create on this another object. Suppose we have another object. Suppose this is the bus, and we're gonna apply on this bus. Okay, and we're gonna apply on this another object. Suppose we have another object is this is another object is banana, which on this banana, and we're gonna apply on this image is banana. Okay, and we're gonna apply on this another create on this another object. Suppose this we're gonna create on this another object, and another object is, and which have another object is, suppose this is the another object is suppose we have another object is grapes. Okay, grapes, and this is the grapes. Okay, and we can create on this multiple object the same UI create on this multiple object. Okay, multiple object. Okay, we're gonna create on the same UI on this multiple object, and we're gonna create on this multiple object in this UI. We can check on this. Suppose which have asset on this apple, banana, bus. We're gonna create on this fruits. So this is a last content is add on this. Suppose this is the last content is fruits, and we can create on this fruits. Okay, we're gonna create on this model, and we can second part in this MUM design is view model. Okay, we can second part is view model. We're gonna create on import on this SwiftUI, import SwiftUI, and we're gonna create on this class. So this is a search view model. This is a search view model, and which it confirm on this observable protocol. Sorry, observable object. And we're gonna create on this observable object, and we can public on this property by using class observable object class. public on this property. So at the rate published var, at the rate published price. So we can suppose we can use a published var, and this is a we can set on this property. Suppose we have a set on this properties, and we're gonna create on the set on this is a search model. Which is type of array of model, array of search model. Okay, we're gonna create on this our search model. Jump to definition. This is a search model. Okay, and we can class need in this initializers. We're gonna create on this initializers, and which have we're gonna apply on this search model, our search model, array of search model, and we're gonna apply on the array of search model, and this is a self dot search model is equal to search model. Okay, we're gonna complete on this initializers. Okay, we're gonna complete on this initialize and publish on this properties. So we're gonna third step on this MUM design pattern following in this SwiftUI. So this is a SwiftUI view, search example view. Okay, and we're gonna use on this publish property and observable object. You can use a at the rate observed object, which are we gonna create on this observed object, observed object. Okay, observed object private, which have on this private accessibility on this in this screen only, private var. So we can check on this property search VM. We can have a search VM. This is a view model. Check on this name, and we're gonna confirm this search VM view model. So we're gonna apply on this properties, and not this is a not issue on this UI. This is not issue on this. We can not apply on this computer type. This is directly create on this instance. This is search view model. Okay, and which has search model initialize on this property search array of search model, and we're gonna create on this array of search model. This is a test data. Okay, we're gonna this is initialize on this property. Okay, this is test data. We're gonna jump to definition. We're gonna create on this test data. Okay, we're gonna resume on this applications, and we're gonna resume on this application. We're gonna create on this UI. Suppose we're gonna create on this UI. So state properties and bind on this state property, and we're gonna release computed properties. So we're gonna create on this at the rest state, check on this property and interchange on this property. This is a state private var, state private var. We're gonna create on this property. This is a search item, search content, which have a search content, and which is type of string, and we're gonna apply on this empty string. Okay, we're gonna create on this state property, and so this check on this UI. Okay, not apply on this UI. This is a default empty initialize on this property. Okay, and we're gonna create on this computed property. Create on this computed property var, which have on this. Suppose this is a search result, which is type of array of view model, array of search model. We're gonna apply on this search model. Okay, our search model is structure name, and we're gonna assign on the our array of search model. This is a computed property. We're gonna apply on this condition. Suppose if we're gonna apply this if condition, and this is a search item. This is our create on the search item. We can use search content dot is empty. We can check on this is empty, not is empty. So we're gonna create on this return on this statement, and this search VM, our create on this search VM, and dot we're gonna apply on this search model. Okay, otherwise this empty not is empty not is empty. Otherwise not is empty. We're gonna create on this else statement, else. Okay, we're gonna create on this else statement, and return search VM. Our this is search VM. Our return search VM dot search model, and we're gonna check on this dot search model. We're gonna apply on this array method. In this array filter method, apply on this filter method we're gonna apply on the array of filter method. Okay, and we're gonna apply on the array of filter method. So this is a remove on this content array of filter method. Okay, and $0 we're gonna assign this $0 is first content, $0 dot name, $0 dot, so we can use content name, content image. So we can not apply on this. This is a content name and not apply on this image. Suppose this is a content name. Okay, and content name dot constant we're gonna apply on this. Sorry, contains means content is present on this model contains, and we're gonna apply on this contains. This is a content our search view content, our search view. This is a content we're gonna apply on this our search content. So this is a content search on this UI. Okay, so we're gonna create on this navigation view, okay, we're gonna create on this navigation view, and we're gonna apply create on this list by using scrolling on this UI, and we're gonna create on the for each loop, we're gonna create on this for each loop. Okay, and our this is the first content is search result, our computed property, this is a search result. Our computed property is a search result, SEARCH, search result. Okay, and we're gonna apply on this ID. Suppose this we're gonna apply on this ID which is type of self dot, we're gonna apply on this for each loop requirement in this ID, and we're gonna apply on this slash dot self. Okay, and we're gonna create on this UI, and this is the content in. Okay, content in, we're gonna create on this content in, and content in we can achievement on this content in, and we're gonna apply on this our text. Suppose this is our text, we're gonna apply on this our text. This is the content dot content name. Okay, we're gonna apply on this content dot content name, which have check on this is for each search model. This is a hashable. Okay, we're gonna apply on this our search model. We're gonna confirm on this hashable. Okay, we're gonna run on this application and resume on this application. So this is we're gonna run on this application. This is a we're gonna create on this list. Okay, and we're gonna apply on this. Suppose we're gonna apply on this our list. We can set on this our list. Okay, and we're gonna apply on the navigation bar title, bar title. Okay, and we're gonna create on the navigation bar title profile we're gonna apply this is a content display, and we're gonna apply on this content display, and this apply on this string. Okay, this is the content display. We will refresh on this UI, and when we're going bar on this navigation bar content display. Okay, and we're gonna apply on this our searchable modifier in this list. We're gonna apply on this our searchable modifier in this list. So what is searchable? Marks this view as searchable which configure the display of search field. So we're gonna apply on this searchable our modifier. So our searchable modifier in this define in this okay, and we're gonna apply searchable. We're gonna apply on this binding test. Our binding test is search result, binding state private var is search content our binding test. We're gonna bind on this property search content. Okay, we're gonna check on this issue. Suppose which have a search content, we're gonna check on this. We're gonna bind on this property which have SwiftUI. This is a binding property. We're gonna apply this dollar sign on this bind in this property. Okay, we're gonna try again in this project, and we're gonna check on this issue. Note this is a command shift. Okay, so this is a clean is finished. This is a we can check on this. Suppose this is check on this, searchable modifier. We're gonna apply on this searchable modifier. So we can bind on this property dollar search content. Okay, we're gonna bind on this property $search content. If available version check, available attribute closing property in structure, we're gonna check on this issue. We're gonna check on this issue. Suppose we have a check on this issue, and this in this project, this is a 14, this is at 15.0. okay, I'm gonna run on this project. This is not this issue, we can use a set on this issue. This in this issue we're gonna set on this until we're gonna run on this application. Okay, we're gonna running on this application and check on this is not apply on application. This is a content, this is a preview running on this content, this is a preview. Okay, but it's not apply on this search bar. We can set apply on this search bar. Okay, and we're gonna search. Suppose this is a search is banana, so in this banana. Okay, and we're gonna apply on search in this. Suppose we have search on this. Suppose this is a bus, this is a bus, but this is car, this car, this is the grapes, this graph. Can search modify in this list, this super design in this search. Suppose we get largest content in this UI, this is a search model, and we can apply on this content. So this is a search model, and we can commands and we're gonna apply on this our search model. So this is the largest content in this test data. We can use a debug mode in this test data. Okay, and we're gonna search example. This is a refresh on this UI, resume on this application. Okay, resume on this application. Content, we can check on the content is scrolling. Suppose this is the last fruits. You can use normally this fruit. This is multiple fruit in this list. And suppose this is a bus, we can have single element on this bus. Suppose this is a fruits. This is not click on this. Suppose this is in this click icon in this UI. So we're gonna create on this another view. And this command N, and we're gonna create on SwiftUI view, and this is a text view design. Okay, we're gonna create on the text view design, which have in this two properties. Suppose this is a var name, which is type of string. Sorry, this is a content name, which is type of string, and we're gonna apply on this empty value, and we're gonna send the var. Suppose this is a image, sorry, content image, which is type of string, and we're gonna apply on this empty string. Okay, we're gonna create on this vstack in this design. Suppose this is the image, we're gonna apply on this image, apply on this string. Suppose this is the content name, and we're gonna apply on this we're gonna create on this text, and we're gonna apply on this text. Suppose this is we're gonna apply on this text, and we're gonna apply on this text. Suppose this is the content image, and we're gonna apply on this content name. Okay, we're gonna resume on this application, and we stack set on this spacing. Suppose this is a 40, and we're gonna apply on this image dot resizable dot frame. Suppose this is 300 width and 200 250 height. Remove this alignment is remove, and we're gonna apply on this corner radius, so 12.0. okay, and we're gonna apply this text property. Suppose this is the last title, and we're gonna apply on this. Suppose this is this heavy, we're gonna apply on this is the red color. Suppose we're gonna apply on this red color, white color, pink color, and this is the red color on this property. On this create on this UI, we're gonna bind on this UI in this our search view example. Okay, we can apply on this two properties. We're gonna achieve on this two properties. Suppose we're gonna achieve on this one, and we can set on this navigation link in this properties and contents. Okay, and this is a content in, and we're gonna create on this navigation link. which have a destination, which have a, we remove on this title, okay, sorry, remove on this title, and which have a destination. So our destination, this is a text view design. Which have an instance, this is the content name and content image. So our content name is content dot content name, and we're going to apply this content image. This is the content dot content image. Okay, dot content, we're going to bind on this application. We're going to zoom on this application so we can check on this issue. Missing parameter call on this. Suppose we can missing on this parameter call destination. Okay, so this is missing on this parameter call. So missing parameter call, we're gonna check on this issue. We're gonna check on this issue. Dot name, we're gonna check on this. This is our text view. You can remove on this content. So this is the, we can set on this issue. This is a navigation link. Okay, we're gonna check on this, set on this initializer destinations, only destinations. This is the only destination. Check on this only destination. Okay, we're gonna check on this protocol title string active and a label. This is the destination. So this is a remove on this content, and we're gonna apply on this destination. Suppose we're gonna apply on this destination is okay. We're gonna zoom on this application and command shift 3. Okay, we can clean on this project. We're gonna run on this application, and so this is the issue not defined on this issue. So return, no, this is a not, this is a error on this. Simple is quantitations, and so this is the content view. We can set on this content for each content, and this navigation link destinations. So text view design, and we're gonna apply on this properties dot name content dot image content dot content image. Oh, we can, sorry, we can apply on this navigations brackets. We're gonna apply on this navigations bracket in this contents. Okay, we're gonna resume on this application. This is this content, this navigation brackets. We can apply on navigations looking on this UI. Okay, this is missing text, and notice our is man, and notice this is a search bar. We're gonna run scrolling on this list, and suppose we have a search on this. Suppose this is a car. We're gonna apply on this car, click, and this is car, and this car. Back on this content display. Suppose you can search on this bus. Okay, so this is a bus. Okay, we can use the content and list in SwiftUI. Suppose we have, I'm gonna search on this apple. Okay, we can set on this apple. Suppose this is a new but is not scrolling this fruits. So this is a not check on this fruits image in this issue. This is a search model, and we can apply on this fruits. This is the assets, and this is fruits. We're gonna apply on this fruits, and this bind on this. Suppose this is the last image in the fruits. We can not, this is a binding states in this UI. So this refresh on this model automatically refreshed in this UI. Change in this model, this is the automatic refresh in this UI, and we can apply on the fruits. Not content, this is content not, and we can last index in this list. This is a fruits. We can set on this last index value. Suppose this is apple, grapes. This is a grapes. We can check on this grapes. So in this searchable modifier in this list, we can run on this application searchable modifier. So mark this view as searchable, which configure the display of searchable field. SwiftUI searchable modifier lets us place searchable bar directly into a navigation view, which is will use of navigation view, and which will use of this either and directly fit simple layout in this automatically tabbed on this UI. So thank you for watching this video. We can use of enjoy in this searchable bar in this SwiftUI.